upon a time, in a quaint little village nestled among rolling hills, there lived an old woman named Granny Agnes. She was known far and wide for her kindness, wisdom, and love for animals. Her cozy cottage was surrounded by a lush garden where she grew vegetables, herbs, and flowers. One sunny morning, Granny Agnes was tending to her garden when she noticed a plump, speckled hen pecking at the ground. He hen's feathers were as soft as a cloud, and her eyes sparkled with curiosity. Granny Agnes named her Henrietta and welcomed her into her home. Henrietta loved spending time with Granny Agnes. She would follow her around, clucking happily as Granny weeded the flower beds or harvested ripe tomatoes. In return, Granny Agnes would share her meals with Henrietta, feeding her corn, grains, and juicy worms. She believed that such an egg would bring joy to Granny Agnes's heart. One day, as Granny Agnes sat by the fireplace, sipping her chamomile tea, Henrietta approached her with a determined look in her eyes. She fluffed her feathers and settled into a cozy nest made of straw. "Cluck, cluck," Henrietta said, as if announcing her intentions. Granny Agnes chuckled and patted her gently. "What's the matter, my dear Henrietta? Are you ready to lay an egg?" Henrietta nodded vigorously. She closed her eyes, focused her energy, and pushed with all her might. And there it was, a small, perfectly round egg, glowing with a soft golden hue. It was unlike any egg Granny Agnes had ever seen. Granny Agnes cradled the egg in her hands, marveling at its beauty. "Oh, Henrietta," she whispered, "this is a magical egg indeed." From that day on, Henrietta continued to lay one golden egg every week. Granny Agnes would carefully collect them, placing them in a special basket on her kitchen shelf. The villagers heard about the magical eggs and would visit Granny Agnes, hoping to catch a glimpse of the wondrous treasures. But Granny Agnes knew that the true magic lay in Henrietta's heart. The hen had given her not just golden eggs but also companionship, laughter, and a sense of wonder. They would sit together by the window, watching the sunset, sharing stories of their adventures. As the years passed, Granny Agnes grew older, and Henrietta's feathers turned silver. But their bond remained unbreakable. When Granny Agnes passed away peacefully in her sleep, Henrietta perched on the windowsill, her mournful clucks echoing through the empty cottage. The villagers built a small memorial for Granny Agnes in her garden, planting colorful flowers and placing a stone with her name. And there, under the blooming roses, Henrietta continued to lay her golden eggs, a tribute to the love they had shared. And so, the tale of th children would gather around the memorial, listening wide-eyed as their parents recounted the magical story.